Through our research, we found that cooking is a very intuitive and a very creative process. I think the most used appliance in the kitchen is the cooktop, and the one that we really rely on more often than the others. When it comes to cooktops, it's about choosing what best suits your individual style, just like your favourite knife or pan in the kitchen. We had an insight that if we could combine the easy clean features of a ceramic cooktop and the power and functionality of a gas cooktop, we could give the customers exactly what they wanted in a product. We started with a functional problem, but that led us to create a new stylish design solution. Using new materials allowed us to rethink the possibilities for this cooktop. We're cooks ourselves, we understand that the aim is to provide a product that suits many situations.
The main design challenges were really we wanted to create a gas cooktop that embraces the theatre of gas cooking while making a really stable and secure platform for pots and pans, but we still really wanted to have an easy clean glass surface. We focused on using the latest burner technology with electronic ignition and then really good precise dial control, so you can turn them up really, really high and get cooking for a stir fry or turn them down really low for a simmer. And then we created a really solid, stable trivet that can accommodate a wide range of pots and woks and frying pans and all sorts. I think one of the key insights we gained along the way was that people's home cooking styles are changing. A lot of our customers are well travelled and they're bringing different cooking styles home. So for things like a stir fry, you want a really good, powerful wok burner to ensure a successful end result. Part of our design process is testing, and we're continuously improving and getting feedback as to how stable it is for a pot or a wok, how easy it is to turn down, how easy it is to clean. All of those customer insights we want to filter through into the end product.
As kitchens are increasingly part of the home's living space, we paid attention to the fine details when designing this cooktop to make sure that it would integrate nicely into any contemporary or traditional home. The styling of this cooktop was influenced by other products where fine control is very important, like hi-fi equipment. We felt that turning on your oven should be no different than turning on any other piece of highly engineered equipment. We've developed a range of materials such as black ceramic glass and brushed stainless steel that has been integrated into the design of all of our cooking products. This has created a cohesive family of products that can be mixed and matched anywhere in the kitchen.
We started by observing people in the real world to better understand how they cook and what they really need from an oven. We found that space was important, as at times increased oven capacity is required if you want to cook a big family meal, host a dinner party, or do several batches of baking. So we set out with a really clear goal. We wanted to design as large an oven as possible and still deliver perfect results every time for every type of food. We saw that a lot of ovens try to increase capacity by removing the top or bottom elements, and despite the addition of fans, this creates uneven temperatures and hot spots. What we realised was that controlling moisture and maintaining even heat is the best way to achieve perfect cooking results. This really was the starting point for reinventing the oven from the inside out.
From an engineering perspective, the challenge in designing this wall oven was to be able to increase the space on the inside and still leave enough room so we could put the essential components and controls within the product. We really pushed that to its absolute limit. We developed an active venting system with valves that open and close that could remove the moist air while retaining heat in the oven at the same time. We fine-tuned the system for individual functions to give cooks more control over the outcome. What we had to do to create extra cavity space was look at every dimension. We had to develop new insulation methods, and we had to challenge compressing the control systems and the control panel itself. The result was a product that has 90 litre gross capacity. The benefits, they've now got 77 litres of usable space. It's absolutely massive. We had a look at what the customer wanted out of a door. There were two things. Perfect ergonomic use, so this oven door has perfect balance. You can open it and it will stay in the position it's in. It won't drop down to the floor. This door's light and easy to open, and it still maintains a very good seal, keeping the heat in. And temperature. We needed to keep the door safe, so the surface temperatures during the cooking process are very, very low. We know that customers want perfect results every time. We test extensively to ensure that we deliver a product that does that. every function is tuned to the best possible outcome we can make. We're cooks ourselves. We want to focus our attention on cooking the food, not cleaning up afterwards. So for us, it's very important that we have this pyrolytic function. This cleans the oven for you at the end. You don't have to think about it.
At Fisher & Paykel, we're all very passionate about our food and we use our products every day. So we found that a lot of the frustrations we had were the same as our customers, and it gave us a very personal insight on what we needed to improve and invent. Paying attention to the small details, such as stainless steel knobs and glowing bezels and the superior glass, we're able to create a family of products that fit into any contemporary or traditional home. Cooks like to have quick and easy control over their oven, so we simplified the control panels to make it as user-friendly as possible. This allows the electronics to take care of the fine details. The development of the 60cm built-in oven was driven by a range of things. Every part has been improved and pushes the boundaries of what an oven can deliver.
I think the obsession with function over everything is a little bit overrated. It's more about enjoyment, entertaining, make it as easy as possible and work backwards from there. I'm John from Studio John Irving Architects, and we're here at a villa in Herne Bay in Auckland. We used IMO's kitchen system because that tied in really well with what we were wanting to do in terms of the integrated fridge and the dish drawer, both just disappearing within the system. The rhythm that it has with the handles being full height, it just creates a bit of depth. We do a few of these sort of courtyard type houses, and they often have a similar plan to this where the kitchen is sort of at the centre and with living at either side of it. It's the first thing you see when you enter the new part of the house. We've got a white frilly bit and then we've got a black glass box. We just wanted to have the kitchen as part of that opposite of villainous, so matte black. There's so much glass here. You can really get away with doing a black kitchen. It actually needs to be black, otherwise you'd be sitting in here with your sunglasses on half the time. It's just a few little tricks that we like to do, like we've positioned the fridge outside beyond the island so that when you open it up, you're not getting squeezed by the island. The window behind the cooktop, it provides really good cross ventilation. Visually, it's nice to look out on some green. Induction worked for us in this kitchen because it's the opposite of this is where the cooking happens with gas. We wanted to play that down. It's just the clean look, and also it's great because you can use it as bench space as well when you're not cooking on it. The clients were quite progressive in terms of what they wanted to achieve, and it's led to a really a good result.
about design for us is it's not just about, say, a building or a house. It's about everything within that. Every line is a decision. And I think when you go through a house like this, that is the case. I'm Paul Clark from Studio 2 Architects at the Hahei House in the Coromandel. The thing I love about this kitchen is just the simplicity of it in a way, but there's also a complexity that's sort of hidden through that art of integration, and I'm always thinking about an efficiency of use within the space. The traditional triangle is a great starting point, but then it's more about how the design evolves. The appliances were distributed in this house to suit the client's lifestyle, and the drawer idea has been fantastic. You actually get this opportunity to make the best use of space. That's in a lot of ways why we like to integrate some things. I mean, there's a way of placement of things within the kitchen that through the refinement of the cabinetry, you can hide things away and allow it to blend into dining and into the day room space. And within the integration of a lot of those appliances, just this preciseness as to how we design, how we allow the 3mm gap with the appliances, that then gives us the opportunity to use that throughout the kitchen, so it becomes a detail. You don't want to get in the way of one another, so the bar fridge is connected to the end of the bench, so that becomes the bar area. And then within the cooking idea, we've actually moved the ovens right away, so that you could actually have 3 people, one doing drinks, one cooking on the hobs, and then somebody actually using the ovens. And then all of those things, where they're placed, actually have a reference to an appliance. There needs to be a functionality to the way that it's all put together.